Fire Rescue. What's the address of the emergency?
I'm Michelle Fedor, and I have been an emergency communication specialist for just over 20 years.
My name's Connor. I've been an emergency communication specialist for about 8 months now.
My name's Corinne, and I've been an emergency communication specialist with the Edmonton Fire Department for 17 years.
My name is Brittany. I've been an emergency communication specialist for almost 5 years.
I worked previously as an EMT, and I decided after a few years that that wasn't going to be a position that I wanted to hold indefinitely. So I took an opportunity to work in dispatch and found that I really enjoyed it. I liked the challenges it provided. I liked that every day was a new puzzle, and sometimes it seemed like the puzzle pieces kept changing on me. I really enjoyed that. And after working for a little while, it became obvious that if I wanted to stay in dispatch, that Edmonton Fire was the best place for me to work.
I became an emergency communication specialist because I wanted an opportunity to help people. I honestly didn't realize that this was a job that you could put an application in for, a resume in for. It was always just someone was on the other line. I never realized that it was something I could do. With some help from some family, some good soul searching, I realized that this is something that would be really good for me.
There's a space between when someone calls 911 and when help actually arrives that is very intense for the caller. And in that time, the instructions that I give and sometimes the information that I gather, that makes a really big difference in the outcome of the call. And when that happens, I find this job very rewarding.
I think a good fit to be an emergency communication specialist would be somebody who really has a passion for helping other people. Someone who is able to stay calm and cool in very stressful situations. You're able to multitask, and someone who does well in a team environment.
I think the good characteristics of an emergency communication specialist would be someone that is empathetic, caring, has a desire to always be improving and to be helping people. This can be a really difficult job sometimes, and it's quite diverse with what you have to deal with, so being someone that has good resiliency and adaptability is really important.
Working as an ECS, you get a large variety of calls. I've taken calls for snakes stuck in belt buckles to people's houses burning down. There's a large variety of calls that can come across your desk, and you never know what you're going to get.
Each and every call that comes in, I'm trying to listen so carefully. I'm trying to hear what the person is saying and what the person is not saying. Everyone deals with their emergencies and stressful situations differently, so I'm trying to hear what's happening behind them, what the people behind them are saying. I want to gather as much information as I can for the crews, and I want to recognize that this is the worst day of this person's life. No one calls 911 because they want to chat. So I'm trying to deal with that respectfully and with kindness.
I try to approach each and every call with an open mind and an open heart. Usually when people are calling us, it's the worst day of their lives and something bad is happening to them. So remembering that and knowing that we're here to help them really is the way that I try to approach it.
The work-life balance here as an ECS is something that I was drawn towards to when I first began looking for jobs within the fire department. You're blessed with a lot of opportunities to spend a lot of time with family. Even, when you are at work, you're just coming to work with your second family.
The work-life balance is actually fantastic. I have 3 kids at home. Having the schedule we do really allows me to be able to raise them as well as have plenty of time off with them. We currently do 2 days, 2 nights, 2 days off, 2 days, 2 nights, and then 6 days off. We follow the same schedule as the firefighters do, so having that 6 days off gives you an opportunity to recharge and have that quality time with friends and family. We follow